Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Road to S-Rank. Back at it again, right? This is right after Splatfest, like the day after the final Splatfest happened, and guess what map we're playing? Moray Towers, my favorite! Ugh. Yeah, right after coming off of Splatfest, this was not my hope for the map. So yeah, it was like Moray Towers, and I forgot what the other map was for this night, but oh my god, I had such a bad losing streak on it. These next two videos are just me, like, just having the most difficult goddamn time because I hate this map. I also hate this map because I freaking have no use at long-range weapons, so this map heavily favors the long-range players, so yeah, it stinks. So, yeah, what to say here. The Splatfest went well in my opinion. Unfortunately, Cali lost, but I don't mind. We played our best, and it was closer than we thought it was going to be honest. It was only like, what, like a 2% difference at the end, so it was a lot of fun, but Moray Towers, I have to say I was not probably at my best, like, play morale here when I was, when I found out this map was in the rotation. And it's Rainmaker. I love Rainmaker. I hate Moray Towers. I hate Rainmaker on Moray Towers, unfortunately, because I just find this map so just aggravating sometimes because it's such a hard, it's a hard map to traverse sometimes. And here I am, I'm using the Sploosh-O-Matic because I felt like I want to get better at the Sploosh-O-Matic because I like the Sploosh-O-Matic. I think it's a good weapon for me, and plus I wanted to try something once again with the Ink-Zuka. So I kept thinking I need to get better at the Ink-Zuka because I feel like the long range would definitely benefit me, especially on this map, but unfortunately my aim still leaves a lot to be desired here. So I found it to be helpful half the time, and then the other half, like, not so helpful. The Ink-Zuka is okay on this map, I think. It's just, unfortunately, the way sometimes you angle it, you don't really, unfortunately, get a kill, and it just kind of, some areas are just not really good for it, I found out, so it's like, ugh. So, yeah, I don't know. And another annoying thing about this map sometimes is that sometimes there are ways that you can loop around and get behind your enemy if you try to go up the wall on the second story. And that's what my enemies kept doing, and I was the only one who kept noticing my opponents trying to sneak behind us all the time, and my teammates, unfortunately, it's so crucial. I'm trying to make myself look at the map a little more often because it can really help you in terms of, like, knowing where your enemies are and stuff like that. It can because if you see an ink trail going, that means, like, oh, here comes an enemy, that type of thing. But unfortunately, I don't think any of my teammates were helping me in terms of looking at the map because I kept, like, for like 3 matches straight, there's this one player who kept trying to, you know, get up on our turf on the second floor and trying to, you know, get us from behind and distract us and whatnot. But, unfortunately, with the short-range weapons such as the Sploosh, I mean, it has the Ink-Zuka and the Splat Bomb, but it's still going one-on-one with some of the players can be a little difficult. I got splatted a lot on this match, I'm noticing, oh my gosh. But yeah, and you know what's even worse? I can't remember what the other map was. I think it was Black Belly's Skate Park or something? I can't remember, but it was definitely a more friendlier map than this one. It's, this map, like, I don't know what it is with the frickin' rotation sometimes. It frickin' favors one map, and then you get that map 10 times in a row, and then you get the other one, and then you're on the other map for, like, it happened again, like, I was Camp Triggerfish and what was it? Dang it, I keep forgetting. It was the one where the dip in the middle is, or something like that. Kind of looks like a skate park, but it's not Blackberry Skate Park. Either way, yeah, for some reason, I got this map like 10 times in the damn row. And then I got, on the other rotation, I kept getting Camp Triggerfish on the other rotation, and it's just like, oh my god, it was so annoying because it was like, why in the rotation sometimes you just get this one map just over and over and over again? Like, I don't know if it's something in the system or the game just, like, says, like, hey, I guess people like this map, let's have them play it, like, five times in a row and then only have the other map every, like, 2 seconds. Or every, like, 500 matches, I guess. But yeah, it was a really bad I wanted to try my best. See, I was so tempted to just to say, like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna wait in for another location. I didn't want to give up and say, like, no, I don't like this map. I wanted to try to make myself say, like, you know what, I hate this map, but I'm gonna see if I can try to get better at it. We ended up winning this one, which is pretty awesome, but, yeah, unfortunately, maybe I should have gone with a roller on this map, maybe. I need to get better at rollers as well. But I'm just trying to train myself into different types of weapons, or I need something. I really need to get good with a longer range weapon because it's just so many. See, distracted dynamo there. I got him. But yeah, it's just like I really do need to like train myself to practice with like more long range weapons. Because I tend to stick with like either short to mid range, and you really need a longer range weapon on this. See, look, here comes a player trying to get into our turf here, and then got splattered by the shield, unfortunately. But yeah, like especially on this map, guys, just try to look at the map on your Wii pad a little more often. I'm trying to train myself to do that so I know when an enemy is coming. And know if we're gonna get hit from behind, because if you see an ink trail going, make sure you're getting it, because like 3 times I tried to stop a player from, like, he just kept getting into our turf, and I was like, guys, like, that's exactly what happened in the frickin' Splatfest on this map. Like, I kept trying to warn my teammates, like, hey, there's a guy in our turf, and I was like the only one trying to catch him. So it's like, like the map really helps when you're trying to find your enemy placement and whatnot. So yeah, I can't even remember. We played this map so often, I can't even remember what the other one was. That's another thing about this map. It's just like the way the Rainmaker works. I prefer tower control, I think, on this one, just because you don't have to carry the Rainmaker the whole damn way. The one map I prefer tower control on. See, like carbon roller. Got him there. But yeah, I like the sploosh works. I think I saw a player that I normally like to watch on Splatoon, and I don't even know why I did that there. That was so stupid. There was a player who was using the sploosh-o-matic on this map, and I was like, whoa, how the hell are you using a sploosh-o-matic on this map? This map is like the freaking, like, you need long range on this map. Oh, and there's the fucking carbon roller. I know I complain about carbon rollers a lot. It's just like, I just find them incredibly tough to handle sometimes, because their speed just makes them so difficult sometimes to splat. It's really, really hard to get a carbon roller sometimes, because it's like, oh, I got him, it's like, I got him, and then all of a sudden, nope, one swing and you're dead. So it's like, carbon rollers are just, I know I used to complain about, like, I don't even care about E-meters or dynamos that much anymore, even though dynamos can still be a little tricky to handle sometimes. But carbon rollers, I just think, are, you see them a lot in ranked nowadays, and it's just like they're so tough to handle sometimes. Funny enough, I actually do well against carbon rollers with a paintbrush. I don't even know why. I think just because I like that weapon and such. But yeah, here I am. I'm trying to use the Inzuga. I did get a kill there. I mean, and then unfortunately I got splatted there. I'm trying really hard to train myself to use longer range, because as much as I love, like, the short range weapons, like, that's just because I can't aim for shit. So I've been trying to, you know, I even tried using the, what's it called, the .95 or something like that. It's like the 95 gal or something like that. I even tried using that weapon one time, and it was like, it was okay, but I couldn't aim for shit. It was so hard, but yeah, it was a really difficult map. This is just a really difficult map for me. I can't even, oh god. See, and that's another thing. Make sure to cover the wall so your enemies don't just swim right up. It's so hard to come back after, like, once the team gets it to a certain point, it's, like, really hard to get it back. Like, I try to do my best. Like, see, I try to ink the wall here so they maybe have a tougher time to get up there. Because once the enemies set a path, it's so easy just for them to come right back. It's like, try to cover up your enemy's trails if you can. I wasn't watching my back there, unfortunately, but with this map, you can't really, you're gonna get snuck up from behind it at some point. I am trying to get better at terms of just keeping aware, you know, trying to go through new routes and stuff like that. I'm trying not to be so predictable, but at the same time, I still find myself just heading straight into the... And we surprisingly, we actually won this one. Because I was so sure, like, oh no, we're not going to be able to push it up. Oh my god, it got so bad. But yeah, unfortunately, I did drop a rank in the next episode. I guess I'll explain, but I did drop back to A rank, unfortunately, because after this, I had an incredibly awful losing streak. So I'm all the way back to A. Like, I managed to pull myself up a little bit, but it was kind of like a really bad, like, hit and miss day for Splatoon, because it's like I won some, but then I lost some, and it was really bad. I dropped down back to 70, and then I dropped a little more, came back up, I got all the way back up. I went all the way up to A like 90, and then losing streak, dropped all the way to like A 40, and then I climbed my way all the way back up, A 90, A 90, but then I don't even know how that guy didn't die. But either way, I climbed all the way back to A90, losing streak, fell down back to like A50, so oh my god, it was just a horrible roller coaster of just freaking trying to climb all the way back up to, so yeah, unfortunately guys, I came all the way down to A rank, which I was so happy to be in A+. I was like, hey, I'm getting better. I'm actually in A+. I'm like, I was so close to S at one point, and to have to drop all the way back to A is just kind of heartbreaking, because it's like, yes, I did it. I did it. That's how I feel right there, getting hit by a Kraken. And there he goes up that wall, and then my teammate got him, thankfully. But yeah, it's just a horrible roller coaster that I enjoy playing, but at the same time I get sick sometimes. It's just like, yeah, and then that type of thing. If any guys in the comments have any tips for the Ink-stinction, it would be great actually, because I'm trying so hard to get better with that weapon. So I feel like it really would I guess benefit me if I had some skill with at least one long-range weapon. I was thinking about maybe trying this. The reason why I went with like the 50, what is it, 60, 50 something. I know there's like the 95 gallon, and there's like the 53 deco or whatever. And then the reason why I went with that one is because I think it has it had like a decent fire rate, and then I think the shots were like at least big enough. It wasn't such a tiny pinpoint accuracy, I guess, for me to practice with. And it also had splash wall. That's another like that's a sub weapon I've actually been practicing with. I've been trying to get better with the splash wall. I actually started using the what do you call it, the deco slosher nuevo, or is it the deco slosher? I think it's like the deco slosher. It comes with Kraken and the splash wall, which the splash wall is really handy. I like the splash wall. It's it works great on tower control, and can also work great on Rainmaker as well too. But at the same, ooh, I fell there. That sucks. But at the same time, it works really well. The only thing I really hate about it is that how much ink the splash wall consumes. It takes up a whole tank. So I was like piling on a bunch of ink sub saver, and it still consumed so much ink. And it doesn't help that the slosher already needs like a lot of ink saver. But I think I'm trying new things, and I don't know if that's the best thing to do in ranked. Maybe I should practice a little bit in Turf War first before I start doing new weapons and such. But yeah, I actually did okay with the deco slosher, and here I think we lose because, man, look how close we got to the freaking point. Ugh. But yeah, as much as I love Splatoon, I am trying to get better at it, trying to like just expand my horizons a little bit, and trying to, you know, make it toward I can like play more than just a few weapons, because I find myself, I think I'm just playing a few, like a couple of weapons that are just, I've gotten too comfortable with, so I just need to like maybe figure out something else to play. Because I've been trying to figure out, like, I've been trying with the gal and trying with the, like, I think the weapons I keep rotating between is the Splash-O-Matic, the Slosher, and the, what do you call it, the paintbrush. So I think I need to practice a little more. But other than that, yeah, gotta climb that ladder back up, unfortunately. But we're gonna get through it. It's just frustrating having one game away and then, anyway, see ya.
What the hell is this? Size node. Permanently increases projectile size for weapons. Okay. It's the wall chicken.